YouTube, Dog Magician of Team Sorcerers here, and welcome to another episode of What If Wednesday, and it's another Robot Wars one, and we're going to talk about Tsunami and X-Terminator. Now, I'm pretty sure other people have covered this already, but I'm going to cover this one anyway. So remember the Heat F final in Series 7 when Tsunami flipped X-Terminator onto the wall and X-Terminator was stuck there, and Tsunami tried and failed to flip it out the arena, but it righted X-Terminator? Well, that's where this topic comes up. What if Tsunami left X-Terminator there for dead? Because basically trying and failing to get it out the arena cost it the fight. So, yeah, X-Terminator is stuck on the wall. The refbot can't get him off because he's not pinned accidentally there. And, yeah, it would basically... X-Terminator would have met the same fate they did in the 6th war when Firestorm 4 pinned it against the wall. So yeah, Exterminator's there, it's stuck, can't get off, Tsunami celebrates, and Refbot goes in and counts Exterminator out. Simple as that. And I guess the house robots could probably come in and finish him off. Unless, of course, Exterminator gets away and does some damage to the house robots, because why not? And it would have been a shame, because this was the best version of Exterminator. The disc was much better than the axe. The only problem was Exterminator was slow. The original versions were very fast, but I don't know why this one was made to be slow and sluggish by comparison. I guess it didn't matter that much. It got to the grand final in the real timeline, only to be demolished by Typhoon 2, but still, maybe it would have done better if it had more speed. So, regardless, had Exterminator been left for dead, Tsunami would be through to the series semi-finals and would then face off against Saint Aggro, and, well, Saint Aggro doesn't really stand much of a chance. I mean, it's also a flipper, it can run upside down, but I feel like Tsunami would just flip it all over the place, have some fun, and then chuck it right out the arena. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And then there's another flipper frenzy. It's up against Bulldog Breed, a British flipper against a German flipper. But I'm not too sure Bulldog Breed will have a lot of luck here. I mean, it might be able to get a couple of flips in, but Tsunami can just get back into the fight, flip Bulldog Breed over, time and time again, and it's just got the more effective flipper, along with the fact that Bulldog Breed had some tyre issues, or at least it did when it was fighting Tough as Nails. Though maybe it was corrected for the fight against Exterminator, even though it didn't matter in the end. But I feel like Tsunami is more likely to come out on top here, because it is quicker and a bit more manoeuvrable than Bulldog Breed and can move around the arena a bit easier. So yeah, I genuinely think Tsunami could beat Bulldog Breed and go through to the grand final, only to get pitted against Typhoon 2. Or would it though? Because these would be the only two unseeded robots in the grand final. So, yeah, it's tricky. Then again, in the top 4 of semi-final 2 in that series, they did have the only 2 seeds, Firestorm and Storm 2, fight each other, and the only 2 unseeded robots, Atomic and Typhoon 2, face off against each other. I guess we'll roll with this anyway, because the idea behind my Robot Wars What Ifs is that the path must be followed in a similar way as possible, depending on the winners. So let's say this still happens, Storm 2 still beats Tornado, but now Tsunami is up against Typhoon 2. So, yeah, I guess it depends on who gets to whom first. But I don't know if Tsunami would get to Typhoon 2 quickly enough, because we've had fast robots before try to chase Typhoon 2 and get to it before it spins up, but they haven't been successful. Atomic was the closest one, but I think Atomic just got really unlucky. So chances are Typhoon 2 would be able to get away quite quickly and then start spinning up and then knocking Tsunami to the side, breaking bits off it, until it basically can't keep going. Tsunami probably won't have a chance to flip Typhoon 2 over. Oh, 1 second, this video is about to finish being edited. There we go. So, yeah, that's pretty much how it goes. I don't know if Tsunami would conk out, though, or whether it would still be going. Mind you, I guess it might conk out and start smoking, just like what happened with the X-Terminator fight. Yeah, again, this is all best guess, do keep this in mind still. But, yeah. I don't see Tsunami beating Typhoon 2. And I guess it also depends how fit Tsunami would be to fight in the playoff against Tornado. If it's not, then yeah, it automatically finishes 4th, and Tornado would automatically get the bronze. But if Tsunami is ready, who would win between it and Tornado? It's hard to predict. I suppose Tornado would use the scoop and the flail, because it usually uses that against flippers. I don't know who'd win. Either Tornado would just shove it all over the place, not give Tsunami a chance to breathe, and maybe win on a judge's decision, or Tsunami might topple Tornado over and make it difficult. Mind you, I guess Tsunami would stand a chance against Tornado, flip it over, not turn it back over, and could probably get Tornado out of the arena. At least that's my best guess, and luckily I don't have to figure something out, because rather annoyingly there wasn't a Series 8 until 12 years later. But even then, things were done differently. But then again, considering Tsunami would have been smashed up badly by Typhoon 2, and depending on how much they were able to be repaired, it's hard to say, because there is also that chance that Tsunami could break down. in the playoff. But that's what I think. And then, of course, the grand final plays out the exact same way. But yeah, let's say for the sake of argument, Bulldog Breed beats Tsunami. I reckon even if it does, I don't think Bulldog Breed would beat Typhoon 2. I think Typhoon 2 would again get away quickly and spin up very quickly, and then just knock bits off Bulldog Breed, bits by bit, and I guess would just stop functioning, just like what happened with the X-Terminator fight. And then again, it depends how fit Bulldog Breed would be to fight Tornado. I'm not sure Bulldog Breed would beat Tornado anyway. As it would just get easily shunted all over the place, even if Tornado gets turned over, because Bulldog Breed does have some nice flat sides that Tornado can just push regardless of what way up it is with the scoop. Yeah, and again, Tornado would use the scoop against Bulldog Breed, I'm sure. It is a shame we never got to see the big spinning weapon that was on the anti-razor frame. That would have been cool to see. But again, that would have required Tornado to not fight a flipper. Almost every matchup Tornado had was against something with a flipper or a lifter. Although, come to think of it, why didn't they use it against X-Terminator in the playoff in the real timeline? I don't get that. Well, X-Terminator doesn't have a flipper. I mean, sure, you could argue the disc might have turned Tornado over, but I don't know if it would have done. I don't think X-Terminator's disc would spin fast enough to flip Tornado over. So, yeah, Tornado should have used its own big spinner against X-Terminator. I mean, it was their last fight of the series, and the last... No, I was going to say the last televised fight, but that was the third World Championship. So, yeah, I feel like that was a missed opportunity to show off absolutely all the weapons Tornado had that series. But anyway, basically, I guess nothing would have changed, really. So, yeah, had Tsunami beaten X-Terminator, nothing would have changed. Tsunami would have followed the exact same path as X-Terminator, defeating Saint Aggro and Bulldog Breed. It would have been destroyed by Typhoon 2. But of course, if it fought Tornado, I guess it could go either way. But then again, let's also say, for the sake of argument, Tsunami could have beaten Typhoon 2. I think that would have been the only major change. But even if it did beat Typhoon 2, I don't think Tsunami would have beaten Storm 2. It would have just been knocked around like a football. And Storm 2 would have won Series 7. Yeah, other than that, nothing major would have changed. Other than, I guess, a newcomer being in the grand final for the first time in quite a few years now. The first time since Series 3. been interesting. Alright, yeah, Storm 2 was kind of a newcomer, but not really, because they did make their debut in Robot Wars Extreme 2 and was seeded 16th. I don't know, yeah, that's basically how it is. So, nice short one, unlike the last two, and Robot Wars What Ifs, and yeah, that's all I got. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I'll see you later.